Hey, welcome back to Blueprint by Adam Hurley. I'm Adam Hurley, a men's grooming journalist, longtime writer for GQ, Men's Journal, Rob Report. You name it, I've covered grooming for them. And Blueprint is where I put all of that into one place for you. I love to talk about my absolute favorite brands in this space. And that is why I am especially excited for this video, because this is a brand that I have been raving about since their early days. This is a German brand, Hamburg born, and at the time of their launch, I was living in Berlin, so I maybe felt a special kinship with them. That said, I do feel like I've been the journalist who's been leading the charge on this brand for the US market, so I am most tickled by the fact that this brand asked me to make this video. Okay, without further ado, we're talking about Professor Dr. Steinkraus. This is a fantastic top shelf label. I am so happy whenever I have them in stock, and I'm even more happy because they said, hey, we want to support Blueprint in its early days. What can we do to help you? I said, well, you can sponsor a video, so I will talk about you guys in exchange for that. And look, I've already been talking about them. They were one of the first articles I put up on blueprint.co, our website. That said, they wanted to help us out, so I'm gonna help them out a little bit too. But just full disclosure, they technically have sponsored this video. Still, everything I'm saying in this video is genuine. It is unvetted by them. Should we talk about the brand? Let's learn about them. Let's learn about my top 10 favorite products from this brand. We'll cover all that today. But first things first, please subscribe to this channel, like this video. We've got all sorts of men's grooming coverage, from hair loss to skincare to hair products to body odor, everything. Please also subscribe to our men's grooming newsletter at grooming.tips. You can find links in the description of this video for all the products that I'm talking about. They are available at Professor Dr. Steinkraus's own site. They do ship to the US. So what is Professor Dr. Steinkraus all about? This is a dermatological skincare brand. They were founded in 2021 in Hamburg by Dr. Volker Steinkraus. He has nearly 4 decades of clinical experience in dermatology. He's one of Europe's top dermatological surgeons. He founded Dermatologicum Hamburg in 1997, and now there are multiple Dermatologicum locations across Germany and Switzerland. But perhaps the most important thing to understand about the entire skincare assortment from Professor Dr. Steinkraus is all under the term TET Code 4. You will see this TET 4 logo on every bottle, on every box, and what it essentially refers to is the fact that all across this regimen, there are 4 tiers of ingredients or vitamins that you'll find throughout the lineup. These are largely botanical sourced ingredients, but there's also a level of science and research that is put into the entire formula. Something you would expect from a dermatological brand, especially from a founder with as much pedigree as Volker Steinkraus. So here are the 4 pillars of TET Code 4. First, you have your classic vitamins. Think vitamin A, C, E. These are going to be for skin firmness, brightness, nourishment, soothing. Now for vitamins A and C, you're going to find them in specific individual products, which I'll get to in this video. As for vitamin E, you will find it in tocopherol across some products in this lineup, but you also might get it from ingredients like shea butter, jojoba oil, argan oil, or sunflower seed oil. These are across the entire portfolio as well. Next, you have a standalone vitamin. This is vitamin B3 or niacin. There is a dedicated Niacin Serum in this assortment. I will get to that in this video, but you will also find niacin, niacinamide across the portfolio. This is a fantastic barrier supporting ingredient. It has soothing properties. It has antioxidant properties. It is really good at just strengthening and fortifying skin's core function. Next up, you have botanicals, namely well-tolerated oils that are sourced from this earth. You have shea butter, argan oil, jojoba oil, squalane, and a host of other ingredients. Now, these are often paired with the 4th tier of TET Code 4, which is biomimetics. Biomimetics are ingredients that mimic your body's own functions. So think ceramides. Ceramides, when you apply them to your skin, are a really great match for your skin's lipid barrier. Thus, they are great for fortifying those barrier functions of skin, keeping moisture in, keeping bad things out. Some of the other ingredients in Professor Dr. Steinkraus's assortment include ectoin, rye extract, heather extract. In addition to those core barrier benefits, these biomimetics are also going to help skin stay resilient, have better repair functions, stay hydrated, all those sorts of things. Through all of these ingredients, you can see where the nature meets science component of Professor Dr. Steinkraus comes together. You get the research-backed element of a really great dermatological line, but you also get the high performance that you expect from a top-tier skincare label. One thing that's really important to point out about this lineup is that each product does have a number on it. So while you might think that this is the order in which you use the products, that's not the case. Now, that said, this is a modular system. The lineup is designed to create regimens for the user, and it is quite easy to pick and choose very specific products to create a regimen. I'm actually going to do that in this video. In fact, a lot of my favorite products round out the core morning and nighttime regimen, and they often overlap each other. Still, you can pick and choose products if you already have products in your daily routine that you like. So just follow along with the products that I love here and see which ones might be missing from your regimen. But if you are looking to build out an entirely new regimen, one that is wonderfully researched and high performance, then you've got everything laid out for you. Now let's get into my favorite products from Professor Dr. Steinkraus. I'm not going to go too heavy-handed on the ingredients in each product. I will put those up here just so you can follow along, but they will largely pertain to the Tech Code 4 that we talked about. And in addition to that, there are 2 products in this entire 10 product assortment I'm going to give you that are among my absolute favorite of all time. They are some of the best products in their category that exist on this planet. And one of them, in fact, just got a Blue Ribbon Award from Blueprint Grooming. I will call those products out as I get to them. Again, there are links below for all these products in this video. So let's build the morning routine first. And any regimen, of course, starts with a cleanser. In this case, it's the cleansing gel. Sometimes the best products have the least fanfare, and that's the case for this cleansing gel. It is so good at doing basically its core task, wiping your face clean and not disrupting anything else. It is very cushioning, it is very cradling, it is very calm on your skin. If you wear makeup, it's gone. If you just have a bunch of oil like me, it's gone. I am somebody who washes his face up to 3 or 4 times a day. Either I'm getting too sweaty, or I'm going on camera, or I've just worked out in addition to my morning and nighttime regimens. So I need a cleanser exactly like this, that does not overstrip, that does not aggravate, it does its task, and that's it. Brilliant cleanser. Next is the Vitamin C Serum. Now we are already getting into one of my all-time favorite products here. So yeah, the Vitamin C is, in my opinion, one of the best in the entire vitamin C categories. We've got a video on vitamin C going on the channel very soon, and you better believe that this is going to be in that video. Vitamin C is very famously unstable. This gets around that. You get these little vitamin C puffs like that. This helps keep things fresh. A lot of serums really break down easily because they are getting oxygen or light, or the water that is in their formula is breaking down that vitamin C, so it doesn't have a very long shelf life. In this case, you are just using the activator serum. You're putting it on the powder puff every single day. You're creating a serum in your hand on the spot, keeping it extremely fresh. Now, those little puffs, they have up to 78% of the active ingredient, L-ascorbic acid, in them. And once you add the serum and then create the emulsion in your hand, you now have a serum that contains about 15%, the perfect amount of L-ascorbic acid to get those skin brightening benefits that are so wonderful in a vitamin C. And I find that the serum always outlasts the 28 individual puffs you get in each purchase. But the good news is you can buy an individual 28 pack of these. They do come in 4 vials of 7. So I would suggest, if you are going to buy this online, maybe just go ahead and buy a spare pack of the vitamin C puffs. Then you'll get a 2-month supply in one delivery. I think that's worth it instead of getting to the end of month 1 and realizing you still have serum but no more powder puffs. So after the vitamin C comes the Hyaluron. This is another serum. It is the hydrating serum, as you probably predicted. This is a highly concentrated hyaluronic acid serum, 2.5%. Most are going to just give you 1%. Now, there are 3 different molecular sizes of hyaluronic acid in this thing as well. So you get that multiple layer penetration of the ingredient, you get the long-term benefits of that deep layer penetration, and from those larger molecules you get the more instant surface level skin plumping benefits of hyaluronic acid. I know there's lots of different hyaluronic acid options on the market, but this is one of those that you can see the difference in the investment that you make. Not only short term, a lot of those are just giving you those same day short term benefits, and that's great. But if you have the long term, every single day hydration in the deeper layers of your skin, that starts to show itself months and months later, the true radiant benefits of something like that. Now, you saw this one coming, but the next step is the moisturizer. We got to seal off those serums that we put into our skin. We're going to protect our skin from getting too dried out. But the best thing about the Professor Dr. Steinkraus regimen is there are 3 different types of moisturizers that you can choose from. You've got light, medium, and rich. They scale up in terms of their heft, in terms of how much oil they have. The first 2 of those, light and medium, those are oil in water emulsions, which means you have oil droplets suspended in water. This gives you a generally more lightweight formula when you apply it. It's going to absorb faster too. And then on the other hand, with the rich moisturizer, this is a water in oil suspension. So it's water droplets suspended in oil, which means it's a lot more emulsive, it's more heavy, it's going to sit more on the surface of your skin. Now, the one you choose, of course, is going to pertain to the season, your oil levels, your comfort levels, maybe the time of day. If you have dry skin, maybe you want the medium in the morning and the rich at night. If you have really oily skin, maybe you want the light in the morning and the medium at night, but maybe in the winter you switch to the rich at night. If you're a first-time shopper with Professor Dr. Steinkraus, I think just follow your gut and go with the one that feels right for you right now. So let's say I'm oily skinned and it's summer, which I am, and it is, so I would probably just buy the light and see how I fare with that, and then just decide maybe in the winter if I want to add a medium to my nighttime routine or even to my daytime routine. Something to that effect. One reason I do generally recommend the light cream to most guys, especially for daytime use, is because I also recommend following it with an SPF. Now, if you are sticking with the Professor Dr. Steinkraus regimen, that means you will be using their newly reformulated face SPF. This is an SPF 50. I find it sort of medium heft, but really elegant application, really blends in smoothly. It is a chemical SPF, and because it is a European product, it uses European sun filters. For the time being, you still can get it from Professor Dr. Steinkraus' site and receive it in the US. Some of these filters are much more advanced, and if you follow the conversation around the FDA and SPF filters in the US, you'll know that it's really difficult for us to make advancements in this space because of some really outdated legislation. So we're kind of stuck with the filters we have in the US. So that's why I also really love endorsing a European or an Asian SPF, because they are really elegant and they just wear a lot more comfortably and they don't absorb as easily into your bloodstream like US sunscreens. So color me a big fan of this one in particular for the face. So just apply this as the last step in your morning routine year round, and you will be protected from UVA and UVB rays, and you will see long-term benefits from doing that every single day and making a habit out of it. They also have a really great SPF 50 body sunscreen for what it's worth, just not in my 10 product assortment that I'm talking about today. Quick reminder, if you are liking this video, thumbs up, subscribe to our newsletter as well, grooming.tips, or at the link below. Really appreciate it. Let's get into the nighttime routine. There's a lot of repeat products in this one, so we're gonna go through this a lot faster. First, the cleanser. You know it, you love it. Next is the Niacin Serum. I just love that this one is blue. Everything else is pure white, but you get the blue serum with this one. Now, this is a 20% niacinamide serum. I like to promote niacinamide as a really well-tolerated, super soothing ingredient for most people. I do know that a very rare group of people will have inverse reactions to high levels of niacinamide. So most products on the market are going to be under or at 5%. So if that is you, this might be the one product that you take out of the regimen that I'm recommending here. But if you do want all those barrier boosting benefits of vitamin B3, you are getting them like 20-fold in this serum right here. With this, you are getting maximum amounts of oil control, pore size, appearance, barrier protection. It's also got copper peptides, which can help rebuild your skin's collagen structure. That's a really good ingredient to use in the evening as well. I love a peptide in the evening. So that's the Niacin 20% serum from Professor Dr. Steinkraus. Next in the nighttime routine is vitamin A. This is the vitamin A serum. Think of this as your retinol. If you are averse to using something really high grade, like a tretinoin or a prescription grade retinol, this is a good every night use, slightly more gentle than those prescription grades, but still high enough potency to make a difference. Most over-the-counter retinols are 0.1%. This is a 0.3% retinol. Think of vitamin A in your skincare routine as the best skin firmer, the best anti-aging ingredient. It's really great at promoting cellular repair and regeneration while you sleep. It's also great at preventing the degradation of your collagen. So something like this used primarily at night is essential into any anti-aging skincare routine. And to be honest, if you're investing in your skincare at all, I think vitamin A is one of the first ingredients you should be adding to that routine. So you get a very good over-the-counter option from Professor Dr. Steinkraus. Just remember too, if you are using a retinol like this, you need to double down on an SPF during the daytime. It can make your skin slightly more sensitive to the sunlight, not so much that it's going to give you sunburn or anything like that. It's just all the more important to use SPF. But the other benefit of that is then you're protecting your skin doubly from skin degradation because you're preventing UV damage to your skin on a daily basis. So it's sort of like just building a really great habit morning and night with SPF vitamin A, SPF vitamin A. And this is also an ingredient that you can use every few nights if you do find yourself a little more sensitive to it, or if you need to build up a tolerance over time. You can do every third night, work your way towards every other night, maybe eventually get to every night. Up to you, or maybe just up to your skin's tolerance of it. And then last in the nighttime routine is the face cream. Again, you've got the light, medium, and rich options. Maybe this is where you take things up a notch from your daytime version, or depending on the season, or if you sleep in an air-conditioned room. Honestly, if you sleep in an air-conditioned room, you might want to go for the medium or rich option anyway, because that air conditioning can really just pull the moisture out of your skin as it tries to create a balance through every element in that room. So I do like to suggest that you have something a little more occlusive at night. Just a suggestion from an industry professional. Take it or leave it. All right, so if you're counting the moisturizers all as one product, that was 7 products, and I want to cover 3 more that I absolutely love. I'm gonna save one of my all-time favorites, the blue ribbon winner, for last. So let's get to the other 2 first. First is the sensitive serum. For all you sensitive people out there, I count myself among you. This is for anyone who gets irritation really easily. Maybe that's from shaving, maybe it's from the products you're using, because there are a lot of active ingredients, high performing ingredients in this regimen. You might need some support sometimes. So like for me, I actually get really red on my eyelids very easily, even from the slightest ingredients. So something like this is just essential for me before I put on any other ingredients. For example, I'm always avoiding my eyelids with serums and things like that, but as I'm applying things or as I'm sleeping on my pillow, you never know what's gonna make its way around your face. So I always have a layer of something like this just to protect it. Think of this as your botanical anti-inflammatories all in one tube. Fantastic serum. Essential for someone like me, essential probably for a lot of you too. Next up is the eye care. To me, this is one of those perfect eye cream products that is great for the short term and the long term. I always look at eye care from those 2 things. You obviously want to prevent wrinkles and fine lines and the long-term dark circles. This one has niacin for that barrier reinforcement that you might get from the niacinamide serum. It's also a lighter dose of that. So if you're targeting the eye area, if you're more sensitive in the eye area, this is a great alternative to rubbing the serum there. It's also got squalane, super hydrating, argan oil and shea butter, chock full of vitamin E, super nourishing, lots of antioxidants. It is a great product to defend, to fortify, to hydrate, to power your eye area. For me, I use this more in the morning because at night I'm using the Niacin Serum and the vitamin A serum in the area with the sensitive serum too. I'm getting a lot of the same benefits, but at a higher percentage. So I really just try to preserve this and make it go a longer way by just using it once a day. But you can use it twice a day. For my favorite Professor Dr. Steinkraus product and a recent blue ribbon winner from Blueprint by Adam Hurley, We don't give a lot of those out, so that is saying a lot for someone who tests thousands of products a year. Okay, drum roll please. This is the triple peel. Bam. It uses 3 different types of exfoliants. You've got chemical, mechanical, and enzymatic. When you apply it, you are going to leave it on your skin for about 2 to 5 minutes. I usually go on the 5-minute side of that. And then at the very end, you're going to massage it a little bit to get that mechanical exfoliation. It has 10% AHA, alpha hydroxy acids, for the chemical exfoliation. It has pumpkin enzymes for the enzymatic exfoliation. And it has fine bamboo particles for that physical exfoliation. Now, when I tell you that this gives you the smoothest skin of your damn life, I am not embellishing. This is so good at giving your skin this marble smoothness. I am constantly touching my skin, which is kind of a no-no. You shouldn't touch your skin all the time, but I am just marveling at how smooth, like where did all the dead skin go? And also, how did I get so much of it in the first place that I can notice how smooth and great my skin feels when I use this. So this is a product I'm using, you know, a day before a video shoot. I'm using this after a long travel week. I use it once a week. The brand says you can use it twice a week if your skin will tolerate that. This is really not for super sensitive types. You would deploy this at night whenever you do choose to use it. And on those days, I personally take out the vitamin A. This is aggressive exfoliation. It is a peel after all. It's microdermabrasion level exfoliation. So I would say proceed with caution, but that said, is such an effective exfoliant that I just cannot help but say how fantastic it is. Genuinely, I look forward to using it. It is the first product I'm excited to use when my skin is feeling like it needs some sort of reset, some miracle. If you already have an entire assortment that you love and you just want to add one really incredible results-oriented product to the routine, toss this one into the shopping cart. You will not regret it. And for what it's worth, they were getting this Blue Ribbon Award on this product long before they sponsored this video. It was even in the article I wrote when we launched Blueprint about how much I loved it. So no, buying a sponsorship with Blueprint does not get you automatically a top prize from us. Just happens to be a coincidence here. Okay, so there are my 10 favorite products from Professor Dr. Steinkraus. Hopefully you saw 1 or even 10 that you are interested in for your routine. Again, links are down below in the description of this video. You know the drill. Like and subscribe. Follow us on social media. Sign up for the free grooming newsletter. There's a link below here as well. We'll see you next time.